Hold on, we don't do it like that. When we say how y'all feel, y'all supposed to say fired up.
Fired up.
And when we say what's up, y'all gonna say my income.
My income.
So I need y'all to get on your feet.
Come on
Let's
back.
go. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Team, what's up?
My income.
Woo! One more. Decade of distinction.
Woo!
All right, let's go.
All right, so Eric, you ready to talk about the 5 major positions of building a large team?
I am. I really
All right.
Let me catch my breath first.
Woo!
All right, so talk to us.
5 major positions of building a large team. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to wear multiple hats. And one thing I want y'all to understand, no position is better than the other. So please, sometimes you're going to go through this in days. It can happen multiple hats in hours, and it can happen in months. So no position is better than the other. So, Dr. Meri, talk to us. Maybe you should click.
Okay. So the first position is the player, okay? And the primary role is customer acquisition and recruiting. Key qualities are consistency, product knowledge, and integrity. They're responsible for customer service and support, as well as prospecting and lead generation.
So when I talk about the roles of the player, that's the person, that's you, going out, getting the customers, getting the business partners, right? And it doesn't matter what level you are, whether you're executive director, or SNED, NED, you can go out and acquire customers and business partners. And we got to keep in mind, what do we get paid to do, ladies and gentlemen? Why do they pay us? For what?
To get clients, right?
To get clients. You get paid to get clients, so remember that. That's the core. Now, you can do it yourself personally, or you can do it through a team. But that's why we get paid here at Experior. So never forget that part of it.
Yep. So that next position is the coach. The primary role of the coach is mentoring and developing players. Key qualities are leadership and communication, and then they're responsible for providing training and support, offering constructive feedback, as well as motivating and inspiring the team.
Yeah, think about it. When you look at the role of a coach, because some of y'all sitting here, what does a coach need to do? A couple of key things I want you to walk away with. You got to be able to do the field training and 3-way calls, right? Be there for your people. Now, somebody may say, who's a coach? Dr. Meri, who's a coach?
I think anybody that has a team member, right?
How many
is a
team
coach.
members you got to have a coach?
One.
So you mean tell
At
me,
least one.
if I sign up today and I sponsor somebody today, I now got to put a coach hat on?
That's right.
Why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. She won't. Why? Because when somebody joins Experior, they're not just joining the company. They're believing and trusting in you.
Yeah.
So they think that you know something or you have saw something that makes this a valuable opportunity, right? So now you got to put your coach's hat on. Now here's the big thing. Some of y'all are saying, Eric, well, I don't know. I just joined today. I've only been here for a little while. Well, guess what? You might not be the head coach. That's where you got other people on your team. You're with me.
Yep.
You got your SMs, your EDs, your SEDs, maybe your SFAs. You might be an assistant coach, but you still got to put that coach's hat on because that new player is expecting you to help them. Yes or yes?
Yes, definitely. The next role is the general manager or the GM. Their primary role is creating systems and processes to improve the team. Key qualities: strategic thinking, decision-making, and management skills. They're responsible for developing and implementing strategies, as well as managing the resources effectively and ensuring team alignment with their goals.
Absolutely, exactly what she said. So when you start thinking about the GM, now if you notice, this is kind of sports related, right? I come from a sports background, wasn't such a great player. I was a better father to an athlete who did pretty well. But when you start looking at organizations, right? Anybody heard of a team called Toronto Raptors?
Yeah.
Does anybody know the name of the GM? One person, right?
Well,
So
no,
this,
heard a couple. I think Canada is just a little different.
no, it wasn't a whole bunch. They not like us. No, but think about it. That GM role, what do they have to do? They may have to host events. And an event can be a Zoom call. They got to do the team recognition. So when you start to put that GM hat on, maybe you're recognizing your team. You may say, Eric, I only got 2 people on my team. Are you complaining about them or are you recognizing them?
And celebrating them.
Yeah. So that's that GM role hat, right? So when you start looking at an organization, different pieces of the puzzle has to operate differently. Like I said, you may have to be a player early during the day or in the afternoon, and you may have to be a GM in the morning. Are y'all with me? So you got multiple hats and roles that you have to play, but no role is better than the other, but you're going to have to wear these multiple hats if you want to build a large team.
All right. The next role is the owner. Their primary role is to provide the vision and resources necessary for the team's success. Key qualities, they are visionary thinking, risk management, and they're responsible for setting long-term goals and vision, allocating resources and investments, as well as fostering a positive culture.
Yep, exactly what she said. So here's the thing. I always say that because you make it sound so smart. I got the basic stuff. Funding the business. Are y'all with me? So you just got started. Who's responsible for funding your business?
You are.
Oh, hold on. This y'all. Am I putting y'all to say? I need y'all to say, when I say who's responsible for funding your business, I need y'all to go like this and point yourself and say me. Who's responsible for funding your business? Me.
I am.
You got to fund your business. And sometimes you're funding your business with your job income. Are y'all with me? So don't go bash the guy with a job or the gal with a job, because that's how they're funding their business so they can live their dream lifestyle. Are y'all with me?
Yep.
So that's a big piece as the ownership role, is funding that business. So then you got to fund the business. You may got to go get the clients one day. And then you got to kind of help your team out. You got to be a coach. And some people say, Eric, man, this thing is hard. I'm ready to quit. But guess what? We told y'all it's 5, right? We only gave you 4. Don't quit just yet. You still got another hat you got to put on.
And that final hat is the commissioner.
Ooh.
The primary role is monitoring the company's standards and direction for the organization. Their key qualities is governance, ethical standards, and oversight. Their responsibilities include establishing policies and standards, ensuring compliance and integrity, and provide an overarching direction.
Yeah, the commission, this is, some of y'all know, I want to say thank you. This is that time I'm going to give my thanks to Jamie, Leanne Prickett. They're like the ultimate commissioners, aren't they? Cap it up. Woo! I don't know if y'all realize, they're not only blending multiple races, sex, religions, we're blending countries together. This seems like one. Like, when I look from here, I can't tell who's American and who's Canadian. Are y'all with me? Mm-hmm. That's the role of a commissioner. You got to bring teams together, because sometimes teams don't want to play fair together. Yes or yes?
Yep.
Right? You may got the Maple Leafs, may not like the Nationals. It doesn't. I just went from baseball to hockey. Anyway.
They get it.
Y'all get my point, right?
Right.
All right, they're going to edit that one. So, but the commissioner, that's why I see Aurelio Evans, the person introduced me, I call him the commissioner. Woo! Because he does an amazing job, because we got multiple organizations, right? And he kind of blends the two together. And sometimes we don't see eye to eye, even under the same umbrella, right? Think Darren Golker.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo! I know that's got to be hard, because as a commissioner, You're not leading now a team of just sheeps. You're leading a team of lions, 8 personalities. Whoo, try to do that, right? Imagine being on a call and you got Raza Beg and Simon Makika. And then you got to turn around and say hi to Mr. Jones, put your player's hat on, and take care of your own customers. Are y'all with me?
Yep.
It's not an easy job, but it's the multiple hats you got to wear. You want to build a large team.
Yep.
So Erik, why don't you talk to us a little bit more? Tell them about SOS.
SOS is just kind of something that me and Mary live by. This is what we've been married, celebrating 30 years a couple of days ago. Woo! Yes. And SOS, we believe we live by this. See it, own it, solve it. Like if you see a problem, don't complain about it. If you see a problem, own it. That's now your problem. And then you got to find a way and solve it. So if you see some trash on the floor as y'all walking by, don't just say, oh, it was dirty. Pick the trash up and go find the trash can. Solve it. Are y'all with me? That's what you have to do. See it, own it, and solve it. Now, are you always going to have the answers? Absolutely not. I don't always have the answers. That's why I married my lovely wife, Dr. Mary. She knows everything. She does.
Or we
She
know
tells
how
me.
to get the help.
Oh, I just come to you. Anyway, with that being said, we want to say thank y'all, Experior, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up!
Ready? Decade of distinction. That's my time.